Why do we try to reinvent ourselves in the middle of the winter? Plants don't. They know better. Every January, we force ourselves into New Year's resolutions, and by March, most of them are gone. Come on, be honest. How are yours doing? But guess what? Spring is nature's real new year. Ah, spring is in the air. Can you feel it? The air is fresher, the days are longer, and the world is waking. Take a look at my first signs of spring are across the valley. You see that green stretch across the valley there? Those are the cottonwood trees that line the Santa Cruz River. They are the first to turn green. And then you see up closer are the mesquite trees. They haven't even begun to bud yet. They somehow seem to know when there will not be another freeze, and then their sap will run and they will leaf out in just a couple days. But the very first sign of spring for me are those green cottonwood trees across the way. And the next sign of spring is here in my own patio. This is a pond that my husband dug himself, and there are 4 beautiful koi swimming around. But the sign of spring is the papyrus. And I look closely. Okay, he trims it back at the end of every winter, and then within a week we've already had these sprigs of papyrus starting, and soon they will be tall and providing shade for the fish when the sun is so very hot. And then as we make our way over to past the succulents and my gardenias, I just love these. These were cuttings from when I babysat my friend's plants, and they've been with me ever since. I love them. Let's look over here at my herb garden. I have literally, and if you know me quite well, you would know, yes, I've done nothing to this herb garden. Here we have all the detritus from the winter, from when things did freeze. Look at that comfrey. All right, these leaves did get frozen, but look, here the comfrey on its own, without me doing anything, just watering, is coming back lush and green. And here are flowers, I don't know the name. They died back completely, and they're getting lush and actually taking over much of my garden. Here's some parsley that came back, and a little bit of cilantro that's come back. I haven't planted anything yet. There'll be a few more things, some basil and things like that coming in. And here we have thyme. It was completely died back, and it has regenerated on its own. And the oregano that didn't completely die back, but mostly did, and it's thick and lush, and oh, it smells good. This spearmint, look how beautiful these big leaves are. It completely died back. It looked like this. Completely died back, regenerating on its own, as well as the peppermint. Regenerating on its own. They have their cycle. They know when to come back and try again. This little mini rose is just starting back. The orange tree has given all its fruit, and we thank it very much, and it's already starting new little orange blossoms. The grapefruit tree still has grapefruit on it. It started growing green grapefruit back in the summer and didn't even get ready to eat until January. Citrus is never sweet until after it's been through a freeze. Again, it knows how to weather harsh conditions. And we have my cold frames. I have cilantro that is already bolting because we have had some warm days, and it's already started to bolt. And we have dill. I cut a lot of that for last night's dinner. And this poor lettuce. It was looking beautiful. And It was windy one day, and these tops blew down, and it literally cooked. But look, 2 weeks later, it's all green and growing, and that's going to be part of tonight's dinner. So here's the question. Why do we try to reinvent ourselves in the middle of the winter? Plants don't. They know better. Every January, we force ourselves into New Year's resolutions, and by March, most of them are gone. Come on, be honest. How are yours doing? But guess what? Spring is nature's real new year. Instead of guilt, let us use this season for a fresh start. Today we're going to be talking about why resolutions fail, how to get back on track using the 3 pillars of wellness, and how to make change actually stick. Point 1. How are your resolutions really going? Time for some real talk. Think back to January. What did you promise yourself? I'll work out every day. I'll sleep earlier. I'll stop stress eating. And then life happened. Sound familiar? Okay, you're not alone. 80% of resolutions fail by mid-February. But instead of feeling bad, let's just ask, which resolutions actually stuck? Which ones faded away and why? Do I even care anymore about these goals? The truth, some goals just weren't meant to last, and that's okay. Spring is about renewal, not regret. Let's focus on what truly matters. Point 2, the 3 pillars of wellness. Where are you stuck? Look at nature. It's balanced. It doesn't rush. It doesn't hustle. It follows simple rhythms. Like the citrus, never goes dormant. The cottonwoods bloom first, next the papyrus, then the herb garden. And the mesquites, they're waiting to bloom, and the lavender, still reluctant. We thrive according to our natural rhythms as well. Our mood, happiness, wellness, and productivity always stem from the foundation of the 3 pillars of wellness that I have covered so far on this channel. Pillar number 1, sleep. Are you rested or running on fumes? Pillar 2, blood sugar. Are you fueling your body or on a roller coaster of cravings? Pillar 3, movement. Are you active daily or stuck in a slump with no energy to move? Now, here's the game changer. Which one of these pillars, if improved, would have the biggest impact on your life? This idea is known as an 80-20 rule. Not all habits are equal. What one thing, that 20%, could you focus on that would give you 80% of the benefit? If you focus on the right one, everything else begins to improve naturally. So please, pause the video and consider which wellness pillar, if improved, would have the greatest impact on your life. Is it sleep? Is it keeping your blood sugar constant? Is it movement? Drop a comment below. Which pillar challenged you the most? Let's figure this out together. Please resolve to watch all of my videos on that particular pillar, be it sleep, constant blood sugar, or movement. Which principles resonate with you as you practice the strategies? Next in point 3. Point 3, how to make change actually stick. All right, let's be real. Habits don't fail because we lack willpower. They fail because they're tied to old routines that serve us in some way. Yes, even bad habits help you somehow. Scrolling social media late at night, maybe you're craving a mental escape. Stress eating, maybe food is your comfort. Skipping workouts, maybe movement feels overwhelming. Before we fix anything, we have to ask, what need is this habit meeting? The fix, 3 simple habit hacks. First, Change your location. Many habits are tied to where you do them. Always scrolling at bedtime? Plug your phone in across the room. Snack too much in the kitchen? Move healthy options in front of the junk food. Skipping workouts? Keep your sneakers by the door as a visual cue. And maybe make an appointment with a friend to get yourself there. Second, find a replacement for your habit. If your habit was filling some need, replace it. For example, stressed? Try deep breathing, a short walk, or a warm bath. Bored? Use your hands, paint, knit, garden, or call a friend. Tired but wired? Swap late night TV for reading or journaling or just going to bed. Third, track the feeling, not just the action. Yes, we can check off, oh, I did something, but how did that something make you feel? If you move your body instead of scrolling, did your energy change? If you drink water instead of snacking, did the craving pass? When something feels better, your brain starts craving it naturally. That's how real habits form. So the trick is paying attention to how you feel when you do certain things. If you don't feel good by doing a bad habit, reinforce that in your mind and replace it with something else to fill that need. And as you do that something else, really cognate on, how is this making me feel? That will help your brain start craving it naturally. So here's the deal. Spring is nature's way of saying, try again. Let's try again, just like the spearmint and peppermint and comfrey, although they've weathered some harsh conditions, they have tried again and they're flourishing beautifully. This season, try to force change. Let's nurture it. Choose one wellness pillar. Make the small shift. Watch it ripple into everything else. Tell me in the comments, what's your spring reset goal? Let's hold each other accountable. And if this resonated, hit like, subscribe, and share this with someone who needs a fresh start. Here's to renewal, the natural way. See you next time. Bye-bye for now.